Back, I want to get to this list of the horrors of what's happening with regard to people trying to vote around the country. But first, Alan Minsky is on the line with us. Alan is the executive director of Progressive Democrats of America, PDA. PDAmerica.org is the website. Alan Minsky is his Twitter handle, PDAmerica, also the Twitter handle. And Alan, you published a fascinating piece over at Common Dreams, titled "No Person of Conscience Can Sit Out This Midterm Election." That I thought was fascinating. Tell us about it.
Well, first of all, it was somewhat inspired. Part of it's inspired by having read your book, by the way, The Betrayal of the Hidden History of the Supreme Court and the Betrayal of America. I think the Democratic Party right now is poised to do two incredible things. If they can expand their Senate majority to make it Manchin and Sinema-proof by winning 2 extra seats, so Fetterman and Barnes picking up their seats, the incumbents holding on, hopefully Sherry Beasley in North Carolina can join them, and holding on to the House. Then they will have a filibuster carve-out. Even Vice President Harris has said that she is committed to overseeing this process. The senators are committed to it. And then they will codify Roe v. Wade, and they will pass the John Lewis Voting Rights Act, as well as some of the electoral components of the For the People Act. Talk about those in a moment, but I just want to say that what you're laying out in the book is where I think the Democratic Party is finally getting the courage, I think, and thanks to the progressive movements across the country, to take on the Supreme Court, to take back the mantle of legislating the law and not ceding it in the manner that's been going on far too often in American history to the courts.
Yeah.
Because what they'll be doing is taking on Shelby, the 2013 Shelby ruling, and of course they'll be taking on the Dobbs ruling. And then I think hopefully they'll feel so empowered by that, they'll really pick up the Thom Hartmann lessons. Folks, get that book, share it with your friends. It's a great book.
Yeah, well, I'm skeptical that it's going to play out this way, frankly, Alan, because you've got a lot of billionaire money that is leaning on Manchin and Sinema. And if we pick up 2 more seats in the Senate, I'm guessing that they're both going to become Republicans.
Well, we'd still have a majority. 50, that's all you need for a filibuster carve-out to pass those laws.
Yeah, that may be. That may be. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Right. And all the more reason for everybody out there to go out and vote. And by the way, look at if you have a moment before you vote and you want to get inspired, look at the details of the John Lewis Voting Rights Act and the For the People Act. Look at what the Republicans are passing. We are on the side of democracy, the side of the angels. Every independent organization that assess what's good for democracy will tell you those Democratic, pro-democratic positions improve democracy. The Republican acts damage it. For democracy, vote today for the Democrats. Thank you, Thom Hartmann, so much.
Thank you. Alan Minsky, Executive Director, PDAmerica.org.